everybody, this is Nikki Zick from Nikki Zick Paints, and today we're going over a new concept that I've been playing around with. It's a woman's face in a rose bush, and I had done one earlier. I posted it on Instagram, and it's the reverse. It's somewhere, I don't know where it is right now. The painting, here it is. So it's in the reverse, and also in warm colors and going to violet. And I really love this. It just takes me to another place. And everyone says it looks like a self-portrait, which I don't have green eyes, but I do see, when I look in the eyes, I see myself. So I love this one. And so I tried to do one on the opposite side. As you see, her face looks a little squashed, but also the paper size is different. So I'm going to show you how to make this girl on the left side, which is a challenge. But I compensated now and wrote where her chin should be, so that way she doesn't look so squished. But we're going to look at this as reference, even though her face is squished. Alright, we're having a little technical difficulties with my stand. Okay, here we go. And we have this, and then we have Mr. Happy Smiley Face over here. Keeping it all together, and my paperweight. Okay, now ready to paint. Okay, we're going to use our dagger brush. I want to start with the roses on top and work our way around. And once again, I did leave a chin line, so I'm not going to go above that line when I finish with the last rose. And actually, I'm going to draw, I would like to see some of her neck, like in this artwork. So I will put the chin and then have a little neck show. Just a slight pencil line, because you don't want to go over it with the watercolor, because it will show through. Okay, here we go. We're going to go into ultramarine blue and start with the top rose. Make sure I'm using these Japanese highly pigmented colors once again. I'm addicted to them because of their rich vibrancy. So here we go. We'll start with our lovely cabbage rose. Center smiles. Go out on the edge. Add a little bit of water. Another petal. Petal here, a little more water. Make it nice and full. Not as full as I did, take up the whole paper, but alright, then we're going to go into turquoise green for the next rose. And like I would like to do wet on wet like we did for the rose garland. It's the same idea as rose garland that is on my YouTube channel that you might have seen. But this has a woman's face hiding in the rose bush. And I really love doing roses. They're so carefree and easy to do. So I've just been doing those. Okay, now we're going to go into our azure blue for our next rose. Once again, we also have to think of curvature of the head. So I'm not going in a horizontal, or how I should say, diagonal way. I'm just going around the head would go, the shape of the head. Okay, then we're going to go into our deep blue. Deep blues are pretty dark. Okay. And then we're going to go back into our ultramarine. Actually, yes, here we go. I was going to add violet, but I changed my mind. We'll go back into ultramarine, and we're still going to come in around where the chin would be. Touching the other petal, of the other rose to let some bleeding occur. Okay, then we're going to go back into the turquoise and bring it down to the chin. And as we're going around, here's my chin line that I want to start heading down towards below the chin line. I'm not sure how big this flower is going to turn out, so I want to make sure I go below the chin line, because that woman's face in the rose is squashed, in my opinion. Okay, and actually I'm going to end it there, so that way I could see her neck and chin. And I'm going to add, I'll leave some space up there. It's a little water here. We go around all of our flowers and give a little bleeding effect. Make sure you dab your brush, clean it off. Okay, next we're going to go in with the leaves. So I'm using a combination of peat green and grass green in this color palette. I'm just using the tip of the brush, mostly wet, and I'm going to go press and drag and lift, and let's flip the brush over here, and a little paint. I turn the brush. Turn the brush to get a full leaf. I'm using 2 different shades of green actually now to give it more interest. Need more water on the brush. Okay, a little point here, point here. Okay, a little leaf up here. Okay, we'll have a leaf down here. Add some water, blend the side. Add a few more small leaves. Okay, now we're going to do these wispy little, I don't know what you call them, pine accents, I'll say. Pine tree accents. And I'm just using you could use a liner brush, but I like the challenge to get my dagger to such a point that I just whisk away. And just wherever you feel. I'm doing them in 3s. My paint is running out, but I kind of like the way that looks. Okay, we'll let this dry a little bit. Actually, we'll come into the face part with the green leaves. Let's do some more leaves. Okay. And then we'll do some wisps. Here and there. And at this point, I use it to look like hair. Coming on the other side. The leaf. Okay, and here's the chin, so maybe a few more wisps. Okay, and I'm happy with the way this composition looks. It's wider and longer in the face area. That's what I wanted. So I have to let this dry a few minutes before we go in to the facial features. And then we'll come back and I'll see you then. If you're enjoying this video, please hit the thumbs up button. And if you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe. See you in a few.